taught you, please, who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to? So much so that you don't want to be around each other. No, before you come asking Mr. Muhammad, does he teach hate? You should ask yourself, who taught you to hate being what God gave you? We teach you to love the hair that God gave you. Here you way out in the middle of the ocean, can't swim, and you worried about someone that's in the bathtub and can't swim. We don't steal, we don't gamble, we don't lie, and we don't cheat. And that also deprives the government of revenue, because you can't get into a whiskey bottle without getting past the government seal. You can't open a deck of cards without getting past the government seal. There's a white man makes the whiskey and then puts you in jail for getting drunk. He sells you the cards and the dice and puts you in jail when he catches you using them. So he's against us because we fix it where he can't catch you anymore. We take the dice out of your hands and the cards out of your hands and the whiskey out of your head. The most disrespected person in America is the black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the black woman. The most neglected person in America is the black woman. And as Muslims, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us to respect our women and to protect our women. And the only time a Muslim really gets real violent is when someone goes to molest his woman. We will kill you for our woman. I'm making it plain, yes. We will kill you for our woman. We believe that if the white man will do whatever is necessary to see that his woman gets respect and protection, then you and I will never be recognized as men until we stand up like men and place the same penalty over the head of anyone who puts his filthy hands out to put in the direction of our women.
Welcome, Miss Pam. How you doing?
Shocked. I'm good.
Shocked. Me too. Sabrina Knight, Michelle McMorris Cashier, money, 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 money. Of course, we have Pam Holmes. We have Show House 65. And we have Tammy Kotsky and Yvette Jones. Now, you know, it's bad enough that we, on our own show, have been going through some things that people are confused about, and some be like, oh no, it's not him. People saying he cremated based upon some junk they see on Wikipedia. And for those of you who don't know, anybody can write on Wikipedia. You can go to anybody's Wikipedia and you can add what you want to add on Wikipedia. That does not mean it's the truth. Wikipedia is ran by an individual who allows anybody to write anything about anybody. All right, so anybody can put there he was cremated, but we haven't seen anything about Kevin Samuels' body. Kevin Samuels' family hasn't said nothing, and to me, that's wrong. Unless they know more than what they're saying, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think they in on it too. How you gonna have a person who's a public figure and then don't address the public who's taking care of him and feeding him? He was living off their money, and you don't even have the decency to say he was buried, we got the body, or anything. To me, that's wrong as well too. I'm just being real with you. It is wrong because he's a public figure. Like Michael Jackson is like anybody else. They got rich because we spent dollars making them rich for them to take care of their family and stuff. Now you disrespect us. So I think that's disrespectful on their part to say, you know what? We have Kevin. we have a funeral service. It's only going to include family or whatever it may be. But a memorial service where they raised $6,000. They raised $6,000 Sunday at the memorial service, but yet they turned down $50,000 from YouTube. Man, this is something wrong with this. $6,000 is what Dennis's fake memorial service raised Sunday. All right, 6,000. But yet you're going to turn down 50,000, and you make contact with GoFundMe, and they tell you they're going to give you $50,000. All right, and you don't want it. You turn it down flat out right, as if you didn't found all 4 million of those dollars. What do you think, Pam?
Some fishy.
You think they got them $4 million?
I smell smoke. Something stink.
What about the $300,000 Lamborghini, the $200,000 Mercedes Benz, $99,000 Tesla? They got it.
Yeah, it's Dan's.
Okay, then why did they take that $6,000 from Dennis and turn down $50,000 from GoFundMe? That's backwards. Or did the $6,000 go to them, or did it go to Dennis? Who knows?
Exactly.
Yes, right, Harriet. Thank you for coming on. These people are all in this together. I don't care what anybody say. There's nothing wrong with you saying, you know what, we got our son's body, and this service is going to be strictly for family only or whatever it may be. And let the millions of people who actually care for this dude know that he's safe, because they're starting to wonder. So we had an appearance by Kevin Samuels on our show last night, and people don't want to believe it and say, well, I don't know who it is, all right? I know that I called the Atlanta Police Department and let them take a look at it. They're taking a look at it as well, too, which I'm sure they're going to be interested in this next video I'm going to play. So first, I want you to see Kevin Samuels, Pam, again on our show a couple of days after he died, all right? This is not me. He really appeared. And now I want you to think about something else while you're looking at this, all right? The way you appear on this show, all right, the way you do that is you have to be in the chat box. I'll show you what I'm talking about first, then you'll get it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link in the chat box, okay? Now watch for this link. It's going to be down beneath y'all. All right, this is the link that I have to put in the chat box. That's the link right there. So anybody who sees that link down up under you right now, if you touch that link, it'll bring you to the chat box. But when you touch it, we're going to see who is it. Like if Show 65 hit it, we're going to know. If Michelle McMorris hit it, we're going to know. If Harriet hit it, we're going to know. If Fu Manchu hit it, we're going to know. You're going to appear in a chat box. Each time this Kevin Samuels appeared, he was never in the chat box. So go find the chat box and see if you can find Kevin Samuels. He's never in the chat box. And this Kevin Samuels appeared. And then I got an email from him last night, and he told me to tell his mother that he was okay. That's all she needed to know, that he was okay. That's what he sent. Let me see if I can put it up here so you can see it. I'll pull it up if I can find it. He sent me an email after the show, and I asked him on the show, what did he want me to tell his mother? And he told me to tell his mother. So mama of Kevin Samuels, I'm fulfilling what he asked me to do. This is it here. You see that? He said, tell my mother I'm okay. And then he said, go back and look at that Monday Night Live. He was on the Monday Night Live. He was talking to a dude, telling him, pull it back, pull it back, pull it back. He was talking to a dude that Monday Night Live. So I went back and looked at it. He told me to tell Mama Samuels Burke that he's okay. And to go back, and he said, look at that Monday Night Live. All right, that came to me early this morning. All right, from what's supposed to be from Kevin Samuels. All right, now I want to show you the video of Kevin appearing on the show. I think it's a pretty interesting video. I didn't expect it. I don't see nowhere in my chat box where he is, but this is what happened, Pam. Octavia,
because if you look at her and you look at that Dennis lawyer man that was friends with Kevin Samuel, she kind of looked like her, the same color.
Okay, Kevin Samuels is dead, so I'm not putting Kevin Samuels on here. I don't want him to talk to me from the spirit.
I'm talking about his friend. That's the lawyer. His wife that he divorced. No, not Kevin Samuels, but his friend.
No, what I'm saying is we just had Kevin Samuels pop up from the dead to join the chat. I don't feel like that. We had Donald Trump, and I don't think that we need to get Kevin Samuels. I don't want to know what it's like in hell.
I hope nobody don't play crazy and put that on here and come through here.
I assure you that Kevin Samuels just popped up here, wanted to join us in the chat.
Well, give it time. Don King will show up in a minute. Give it time.
I'm telling you, Kevin Samuels just popped up here in the chat. So I don't want to talk to Kevin Samuels. We moving right along. I don't want to know what it's like over there. You stay over there. Go to Alexis K. Tyler channel, Kevin Samuels.
Oh, yeah, please.
Michael Jackson will be next.
We don't do spirits over here. We don't talk to spirits over here neither.
We got Kevin Samuels again. He's back again. Look at this. Kevin Samuels back again.
We don't seek spirits over here. We don't hunt spirits over here.
You don't want to go to Alexis K. Tyler?
Now we leave well enough alone over here on the Sneak View Show.
Okay. Kevin Samuels want to talk to y'all. Okay, Kevin Samuels on the platform. Welcome, Kevin Samuels.
Like what?
Welcome. Oh, Kevin. Welcome back.
Man, he look more like JJ. Good time.
Kevin, are you gonna say something?
I'm about to get my
sit down there like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, man. You gonna say something? You gonna sit down there like Bill Russell and shit, man.
I'm about to get my
you have a lot to say. You said a lot not too long ago. Now, come on, speak.
Oh hell no!
Did you meet St. Peter? Did you meet Michael? Who did you meet? What they look like?
He met Red Fox. He
got to meet St. Peter first. St. Peter got to decide if he's going through the gate or St. Paul. One of them. Which gate did you go through?
It's sage moment right about now.
No, it ain't. It's going about your business moment right about.
What kind of suit he got on, man?
Do you rate yourself as a high value man, Kevin? Talk to us.
He gone.
Oh,
He's sitting in the dark. But it would surprise me if he not. Okay, now if you don't believe that was not him, then you got to explain this one to me, okay? Because this one was definitely after he died, and this one sounds exactly like him. Now, he's going to be addressing Vivica Fox. Kevin, death karma is what she called it. She calls this death karma. And y'all take a listen to it.
One of his last statements that he said was that if you're over 38 and you haven't married or something like that, that you're no good and disposable. To me, it was a shock jock. And, you know, I hope this is teaching folks a lesson about the karma that you put out, the negativity that you put out in the world, that when karma comes knocking at your door, she might not be so kind. So, you know, the fact that he killed over real quick.
The second thing,
you Vivica Fox, you can't keep a man. One of your biggest regrets is you never had a kid. You never turned out a plus sign. See, I got a problem with women like you, thinking that you talk as though you're someone to be appeased. Shut up, Vivica Fox. I'm about tired of seeing your twisted up mouth everywhere. Every time you come on camera, your face is twisted up. We get it. You're a smart, sassy, strong black woman. Do you have another gear? Do you have another character? You've been playing the same character for the last 30 years. We get it. 50 Cent, and Curtis Jackson responded and said, man, my ex-lover still want me. 17 years ago, we was together for 4 months, and she's still mad. Ma Badoom Doom must be better than I thought. Kudos to you, 50 Cent, for smiling through it. I mean, have you guys looked at the way Vivica looks these days? Every time you see her, it looks like she done sucked on a bag of lemons. Now, I remember back in the 90s when Vivica was hot. Fine. But Vivica, but so many women like Vivica A. Fox fall into a broadcast where I said, Women have already met their guy, and they blew it. I mean, think about when you see Fox Soul, Vivica Fox, Claudia Johnson, and y'all feeling me, and Lisa Ray. Don't y'all see a bunch of old women and be like, y'all are 40 and 50 years old. Y'all should have been somebody's grandma by now. Almost somebody's grandma.
Now, I'm shocked at the fact that he went off on Lisa Ray because she passed the paper bag test, but he even attacked Lisa Ray, but she is up in age now. But my point of the matter is, okay, this is clearly after Kevin Samuels is supposed to be dead. Okay, deny that. Deny that don't really sound like Kevin Samuels. I want to see y'all do it.
This is a show she did last week. Yeah.
Yeah, she did it after he died. They asked her how she felt. And he came back a few days ago and answered her. He dead. Don't y'all stop the chat and move and talk now. He dead. So how did that happen?
Grandma, Lisa Ray granddaughter is beautiful. She's just a chocolate beautiful. She look like Lisa Ray. She's chocolate. She's beautiful.
Briefcases, Vivica, Lil' Kim, Jada, they took bad messing up their natural beauty from Botox. I 1,000,000% agree with you, especially about Lil' Kim. I'll never understand it. You can't make me understand it. But he don't usually attack Reef, light-skinned women like Lisa Ray, even if they old, because she passed that paper bag test. But the point is, how is a dead man doing all this? I think that's worth the question. Where is, who picked up Kevin's body from the Fulton County coroner's office? I mean, why has this family not had the decency to say that Kevin Samuels is buried, cremated, we're having a private funeral, only families invited? They can't hate us because he hated them. Because he put out that his mother was dead, and we found out his mother not dead. Beverly Samuels Burke is alive, and that she got married at 50. She needs to be in a thrift store. That's what he said. So then how is this possible that he's addressing Vivica Fox and he's dead? Now, he ain't addressing none of the men who's saying bad things about him, but he's coming after these high-profile women. Pam, don't get quiet.
Like he came straight for the juggler for Vivica. Like he called her name. Like that is a shocker. He called everybody on that show.
He even brought in 50 Cent. He brought in 50 Cent. Talking about 30 years ago, he dated you for 4 months, and talking about you still want him. Woo! Crack me up. I can't take it. 50 Cent said he didn't even know his stuff was that good. 30 years ago, you still want him. Okay. To me, this needs to be looked into.
That is crazy.
Is he dead or is he not dead?
Somebody needs to do a confirmation. Somebody needs to come forward and say, yes, this man is deceased. Family wise, not a friend, a family, a mother or a daughter needs to come forward and say something. Because this man is just like that one right there, him confronting Vivica, and then he even popped on this show twice but just didn't say anything. It's spooky.
He didn't even confrontate Jamal Bryant, the pastor down there. Let's listen to what he said about Vivica Fox again. This is Kevin Samuels talking after Vivica A. Fox.
One of his last statements that he said was that if you're over 38 and you haven't married or something like that, that you're no good and disposable. To me, it was a shock jock. And, I hope this is teaching folks a lesson about the karma that you put out, the negativity that you put out in the world, that when karma comes knocking at your door, she might not be so kind. So, the fact that he killed over real quick.
Who gives a shit what you give Vivica Fox? You can't keep a
This
man.
is a dead man.
One of your biggest regrets is you never had a kid. You never turned out a plus sign. See, I got a problem with women like you, thinking that you talk as though you're someone to be appeased. Shut up, Vivica Fox. I'm about tired of seeing your twisted up mouth everywhere. Every time you come on camera, your face is twisted up. We get it. You're a smart, sassy, strong black woman. Do you have another gear? Do you have another character? You've been playing the same character for the last 30 years. We get it. 50 Cent, and Curtis Jackson responded and said, man, my ex-lover still want me. 17 years ago, we was together for 4 months, and she's still mad. Ma Badoom Doom must be better than I thought. Kudos to you, 50 Cent, for smiling through it. I mean, have you guys looked at the way Vivica looks these days? Every time you see her, it looks like she done sucked on a bag of lemons. Now, I remember back in the 90s when Vivica was hot. Fine. But Vivica, but so many women like Vivica A. Fox fall into a broadcast where I said, women have already met their guy, and they blew it. I mean, think about when you see Fox Soul, Vivica Fox, Claudia Johnson, and y'all feeling me, and Lisa Ray. Don't y'all see a bunch of old women and be like, y'all are 40 and 50 years old. Y'all should have been somebody's grandma by now. Almost somebody's grandma.
Now, when you listen to him talk, I'm not gonna lie to you. I ain't heard people. I haven't heard y'all get those likes up. I have heard a lot of men talk about that around the water cooler in the barbershop. That Vivica A. Fox was old as she was, wasn't married, and didn't have no children. I've heard a lot of guys say that. I mean, a lot of guys say that about Vivica Fox. So he's actually speaking things that I've actually heard people saying. I remember when she went off on a fan, when a fan asked her, you know, with all her success, why don't she just adopt a child? And she went off on that fan. And I don't think the fan meant any harm at all whatsoever. But, you know, why is it that if white people go to adopt a child, every black person in the world get mad? But rich black people won't adopt one at all whatsoever. With all the black children that need to be adopted, and you can't have them. Obviously, you can't. And at this stage, unless you're a miracle, you ain't going to have one. And to me, that sounds just like something Kevin was saying. No, that's not an old video. And that's Kevin's voice. You can see the lips are synced exactly with it. You know, somebody in IT could be doing this, but they did one heck of a job. But nevertheless, it definitely need some explaining. Lee Hall, yes, you can come on. Be respectful. You can come on. Everybody can come on, man. We invite everybody to come on up here. And, you know, say what you got to say. And you're more than welcome. Everybody's welcome on this show. We don't turn nobody away.
Man, no, this is something that this girl just did. She literally just said something about this man. And out of all his videos, I don't see nothing where he said anything about her.
Nope. But it shows she was sure watching him. To me, when you look at Vivica Fox, when Kevin Samuels said this statement, it proves to me that even Hollywood, which claims that they don't watch YouTube, is a lie. They watch YouTube, they watch me, they watch Kevin, they watch everybody, because we tell the truth about them. You know, whether they like it or not, we speak for the real people. You see, they have agencies that try and put out money and make you like them and stuff like that. But here we have the people speak the truth. And I think she was offended at this statement that Kevin said because she fit right in it.
It's time to put that shit on clearance. If you have 40, it's time to put that shit at the outlet. If you have 50, Salvation Army. If you're over 35, it's time to put that shit on clearance. If you have 40, it's time to put that shit at the outlet. If you have 50, Salvation Army.
I think, exactly. She's Salvation Army. And what did she wind up with? What up, Real Reaction TV? Mr. Wilson in the building. Now, hold on a second. You know, there's a lot of guys, all right, who say, I'm not gonna say 30. I'll say 45 and upward. That some of those women are the hardest women to deal with. They're doing everything they can to deal with them. A lot of them live in their past and what they went through, and they make it difficult for anybody new to come along. I've heard that before. I'm not going to pretend that I haven't heard guys say stuff like that, because I hear it all the time in the barbershop and stuff like that. But very seldom has a celebrity came out and answered a YouTuber. So that meant to me, that hit her right in the heart. And then it shows me she's not a strong black woman. It shows me she's a coward, because she waited till the man died to say something. If that you didn't like that, I respect the women who said what they said about him when he said it while he was alive. And not only that, if you listen to Vivica, she gives us insight in how he died. So I'm wondering, did the elites really kill Kevin, or what have we? She said he was doing a woman. We can yet confirm her identity. If anybody's been reading, everybody said this woman is either Hawaiian or Latino from Dominican. Okay, so Vivica says we can't yet identify her ethnicity. So evidently, there are other people higher up who are unsure who was there with Kevin, which I believe there are several people there with Kevin. That's why they keep sending that fake Kevin over here to try and get us off Melanie King, to try and get us off of Dennis Sperling. Dennis Sperling's woman that he met with Kevin. Dennis was going to move to the Dominican Republic. And I'm interested in how much fentanyl, how much fentanyl, how much ISO is coming from the Dominican Republic, and especially a lot of these people are from Texas, Houston, and Dallas. Why is Houston and Dallas being flooded with the ISO? I just saw Kevin on an interview where he said that he embraced porn stars, hookers, and whores, and all of that stuff to help them get promotions and things like that. So how do we know that he wasn't involved with a sex trafficking thing? I think this should be taken much more serious, because you never know. Somebody could have killed him there.
He even confirmed that he used to bring him on some of his what you call that, on some of his
business trips.
On some of his business trips with him.
Yeah, and he said one of the hookers got him a promotion, and he said that he didn't know who it was helping him out, but the guy who gave him the promotion at the company was using the same girl.
Yep.
Was using the same girl. So if you want to come on, Lee, come on. The thing is in the chat box. You can come on. Say what you got to say. But Pam, I think there needs to be an explanation from his family. There needs to be certification that he did. We need an official death certificate. And I'd like to see an autopsy report as well, too. Because I talked to one Fulton County coroner who said it wasn't necessary for them. Listen to this carefully now. The coroner told me it wasn't necessary for them to do a full cavity autopsy on Kevin. So what is a full cavity autopsy? Huh?
Full cavity autopsy is from head to toe.
And the Fulton County coroner confirmed to me that it was not necessary to cut Kevin open like that. So, in other words, after he died, it wasn't necessary to do a full cavity autopsy. I've never heard that before.
It was a toxicology.
Yeah, I believe he was in the pimping. I do. That's why he hung out with Simple P and a lot of other pimps, learning the pimp mentality. He did his studies first, and they brought a lot of black women on the show and broke them down. And I think that if, as one of the subs said, if you look at Kevin when he's interviewing a lot of these women and finding out, where they work and stuff, the ones that he approved, he was writing down their information, or he was out of looking them up while they were talking about it. What? No full autopsy? No, he did not have to have a full cavity autopsy. Is what the Fulton County Coroner's Office told me. For them to determine the cause and manner of death, a full cavity autopsy on Kevin Samuels was not necessary. Okay, okay, it's Pam. All right, I'm waiting on you, Lee. You ain't came yet. A full cavity autopsy was not necessary. That was a huge red flag to me.
A person normally that dies at home supposed to get a full autopsy.
He did. Fulton County Sheriff's Office, Fulton County's Medical Examiner's Office said a full count, oh God, cutting him open and all that stuff wasn't necessary for them to tell the cause of death and manner of death. They just wanted to confer with the FBI. And remember, they answered for an injury. So maybe he had an injury. Huh?
That's a big red flag.
Huge one.
So you knew this man was there wasn't no accident. This man was killed, and they knew this man was killed. They was looking for this to happen.
Well, when you got stars,
autopsy.
when you got stars like Vivica Fox saying what she's saying, I mean, he rubbed some people the wrong way. Let's listen to it again.
One of his last statements that he said was that if you're over 38 and you haven't married or something like that, that you're no good and disposable. To me, it was a shock jock. And, you know, I hope this is teaching folks a lesson about the karma that you put out, the negativity that you put out in the world, that when karma comes knocking at your door, she might not be so kind. So, you know, the fact that he killed over real quick.
Who gives a shit what you give, Vivica Fox? You can't keep a man. One of your biggest regrets is you never had a kid. You never turned out a plus sign. See, I got a problem with women like you, thinking that you talk as though you're someone to be appeased. Shut up, Vivica Fox. I'm about tired of seeing your twisted up mouth everywhere. Every time you come on camera, your face is twisted up. We get it. You're a smart, sassy, strong black woman. Do you have another gear? Do you have another character? You've been playing the same character for the last 30 years. We get it. 50 Cent, and Curtis Jackson responded and said, man, my ex-lover still want me. 17 years ago, we was together for 4 months, and she's still mad. My Badoom Doom must be better than I thought. Kudos to you, 50 Cent, for smiling through it. I mean, have you guys looked at the way Vivica looks these days? Every time you see her, it looks like she done sucked on a bag of lemons. Now, I remember back in the 90s when Vivica was hot. Fine. But Vivica, but so many women like Vivica A. Fox fall into a broadcast where I said, women have already met their guy, and they blew it. I mean, think about when you see Fox Soul, Vivica Fox, Claudia Johnson, and y'all feeling me, and Lisa Ray. Don't y'all see a bunch of old women and be like, y'all are 40 and 50 years old. Y'all should have been somebody's grandma by now. Almost.
Okay, Michelle, welcome to the show.
Hello, Tanique. Hello, Pam. How are you?
Hey, Mom.
Yeah, but somebody had to sign off or agree to not have or request to not have a full autopsy performed.
And if his mama didn't find out until after this broadcast, you know it wasn't his mama.
So who requested or signed for them not to do a full autopsy?
The coroner didn't tell me that. He said that it definitely was not necessary. And remember that they were responding to an injury, but it wasn't necessary for a full cavity autopsy. They didn't splice him open and crack open his ribs and check his heart, didn't weigh his brain. It wasn't necessary.
So are you saying, did they put that in somebody's mind to not have a full cavity autopsy done?
I'm assuming what he said. I'm going to quote him directly. It was not necessary, is what he told me. He said it is necessary when it comes to certain types of death, but in this particular death, his autopsy was not a full cavity autopsy. There was no need to do that.
So what was the cause of death then?
When the FBI confirms what they suspect, they're going to go with what the FBI says, which will probably be at the end of June. I talked to the apartment complex. They said that they were told by the police that at the end of June that unit could possibly be ready to be rented out again. So right now, I think police have tabs on that. That thing won't be ready till the end of June or July to be able to be rented. So there's some things still going on here.
Okay, so that's kind of crazy to me because of the matter of fact that, regardless of what, they still, they still have to weigh the internal organs for donors, and they still have to see if, just like we was talking about, you did the live and stuff on organ harvesting, that just don't seem relevant to me. They still have to do documentation on the internal organs and the condition that the internal organs, the state that they were in.
Exactly. And the part that kind of got me for them to say that they did not do a whole full cavity autopsy. She called for a defibrillator. She said that this man was in cardiac arrest. You did not check his heart. That is a flag, a big red flag. And for Vivica to say he just turned over and just died. So how was he in cardiac arrest and you need a defibrillator? Vivica said he just died.
Let's just go with what she said. That means he was engaged in activity, and according to Vivica, he had a heart attack engaging in activity, which would go with what the woman said. He fell flat on her. So evidently, Vivica knows a little bit more than we do from Hollywood sources, insiders. So maybe inside people were after this guy. He knew it. Something's definitely not right. But I still think it's disrespectful for the family for a public figure. Now, if you're a private person in the private, okay, don't nobody care about you. Go sit down. They can do what they want to do with you. But when you're a public figure and you have almost 2 million followers on different social platforms, they deserve to know that you actually died. Not just a couple of people and a few people who may be involved with his actual death and that.
This is crazy. I have never heard of a person that has literally like this. So that this person was supposed to have a cardiac arrest and died at home, and he have not had a full cavity autopsy.
It was not necessary.
If Fulton didn't do it, then the FBI surely they're gonna do it.
If they're gonna do anything,
they might not do nothing that toxicology. That's if they do that.
Okay, is the toxicology on YouTuber Kevin Samuels or police officer Kevin Samuels?
Exactly, because you got to remember there's two of them. So we'll never know.
And please, let's not forget the other people. She got confirmation from the family when the family didn't even know. They found out on YouTube later that evening. So she got confirmation. She got confirmation allegedly from the people who was in that room with Kevin Samuels. That's where she got her confirmation from, in my view, because she couldn't have got it from his mother, Beverly Samuels Burke, because Beverly Samuels Burke got it in the evening, Oklahoma City time, and they like 2 hours behind East Coast. So she got it then. And so she's on the air in the morning time with everybody else saying she got family confirmation. Family said they found out in the evening on social media. So she had to get it allegedly from people that was inside of that room when this all happened.
From the folks she was trying to call.
Right. That's why they're trying to disrupt this show. Because this is a Canadian white woman who spent time in Britain with the queen over there, and Prince Harry and them, and made her way over here some way, and all of a sudden now in the black business, black affairs. She don't belong in black affairs.
Man, there's so many red flags behind this man's death.
She's the one who did the
GoFundMe.
Melanie King here, she did the GoFundMe, and the family said it was they had nothing to do with it, and they took it down immediately when they saw it. These are his friends.
Man, they got so much stink behind this, that, and these friends. that it's uncalled for. This thing need to be investigated all the way down to the nitty gritty. And they
Let
gonna
me
have so much
there's
cover up
nothing to
because
show
it's
that
so much entertainment and
it,
so many people hated this man.
there's nothing to show that Kevin Samuels was cremated. Okay, there's some stuff on Wikipedia where everybody can write Wikipedia. You can go write in Charles Manson's Wikipedia. So just because of Wikipedia, it is not credible. You need his mother and them to show you the
Oh,
certificate
this
they got.
is
Just personally speaking, I'd like to see a body. It's amazing to me when it comes to Nipsey, when it comes to Kevin,
Nipsey got two
even, even when it
Wikipedia.
comes to Tupac. See, their bodies were never seen. Nobody dead anyway.
Yeah, that just don't seem plausible to me because when they do the wise decision, regardless of whether that's not something that is has to be requested. That's just protocol.
Exactly.
They have to weigh the internal organs to say, okay, well, however old he was, 54, 56-year old black
53.
male, whatever. Uh
Not if he didn't die, they don't.
such a
Not
hard
not if they in on it. Not if they got paid.
right, they get paid. That's exactly what I was finna say. So they get paid all the way around to keep this under wrap because they still gonna make a recording and document that his heart weighed such pounds, his liver was such pounds, this, that, the other, his brain was such pounds.
That didn't happen. So at this point, I believe Kevin Samuels may have been kidnapped. If they ain't murdered him, they're going to murder him because I don't see no body or anything like that. Nothing credible that we can go ahead. It's a fake memorial on YouTube. That was the most piss poor memorial I ever saw with people giving testimonials, and it's not even a real memorial service. They didn't even present no ashes. But yet and still, they raised $6,000. And he said he was raising it for the family, but the family turned down 50,000 to take 6,000. That's retardation.
That make no sense. Especially if GoFundMe is telling you they will give you this money. They will give you this money. But you're gonna turn that down for the lazy, lousy 6,000. Nah, man. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Somebody should have did a better job than what they did.
And
Cause
again, if you
somebody
believe you did,
this ain't
explain
good.
this. That's all I want you to do. Explain this. This is like almost a week and a half, 2 weeks after he died. This is what he says about biblical fire.
One of his last statements that he said was that if you're over 38 and you haven't married or something like that, that you're no good and disposable. To me, it was a shock jock. And, you know, I hope this is teaching folks a lesson about the karma that you put out, the negativity that you put out in the world, that when karma comes knocking at your door, she might not be so kind. So, you know, the fact that he killed over real quick.
Who gives a shit what you give, Vivica Fox? You can't keep a man. One of your biggest regrets is you never had a kid. You never turned out a plus sign. See, I got a problem with women like you, thinking that you talk as though you're someone to be appeased. Shut up, Vivica Fox. I'm about tired of seeing your twisted up mouth everywhere. Every time you come on camera, your face is twisted up. We get it. You're a smart, sassy, strong black woman. Do you have another gear? Do you have another character? You've been playing the same character for the last 30 years. We get it. 50 Cent, and Curtis Jackson responded and said, man, my ex-lover still want me. 17 years ago, we was together for 4 months, and she's still mad. Ma Badoom Doom must be better than I thought. Kudos to you, 50 Cent, for smiling through it. I mean, have you guys looked at the way Vivica looks these days? Every time you see her, it looks like she done sucked on a bag of lemons. Now, I remember back in the 90s when Vivica was hot. Fine. But Vivica, but so many women like Vivica A. Fox fall into a broadcast where I said, Women have already met their guy, and they blew it. I mean, think about when you see Fox Soul, Vivica Fox, Claudia Johnson, and y'all feeling me, and Lisa Ray. Don't y'all see a bunch of old women and be like, y'all are 40 and 50 years old. Y'all should have been somebody's grandma by now. Almost.
Is he telling the truth, Michelle?
Mm-hmm.
He is?
No, he's not, because he ain't high value himself. He's 50 something years old. Like, so what he basically promoting is, you got to pay for it for JJ. I'm sorry. You got to have enough money to be able to. That's prostitution. Same thing. They doing the same thing all day, every day on Figueroa. You just
Sure.
you just making a way. He's just making a way for, like, and that been going on too in the industry. Like I said, they look at the story of like Pretty Woman. They just
Exactly.
want they paying for a dime piece on their arm to bring attention to them.
High
Pam,
value.
if he telling the truth, Pam?
About what, Vivica now?
Yeah.
No. Just like Michelle said. He just paying for high value cooch.
What is this dude telling the truth? Listen.
It's time to put that shit on clearance. If you at 40,
that nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga.
I feel
That nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga.
He clearly set up them and asked women to put a price on they for JJ.
Yep.
Well, I think he is telling the truth in your 50s about being a grandma. You know, it could be possible about that part of it.
He over 50. She should be a grandpa. Why is he in a relationship? How can somebody tell somebody about being married when they couldn't stay married?
Let me say this. His daughter told the story about how he hurt her back. Maybe that's why, granted, her back is hurt to this day. He slammed her into a car. So, and then she also, this is the thing that got me. Yeah, slammed her into a car and it hurt her back immensely. It is still, at 20 years old, she has a bad back, and she's always been mean. I intend to play that video maybe a little bit later on, let you hear his daughter, because his daughter said something that is very, very interesting, okay? Now, his daughter said, this is from his daughter, not me. I got it on tape, on video. She said that her grandmother died when she was 10. Kevin Samuel's mother died when she was 10.
So who is this who is this woman that's supposed to be his mama?
Exactly. So that's what we got to find out. Who is Miss Samuels Burke? Is it an auntie or is it fake? Is the whole thing fake? Because the daughter stated, and it's on several YouTubers' pages already. I'm gonna go over it later on. Leandria TV has it, and several other people has it, and she clearly tells you that she loved going with her grandmother, but when her grandmother died when she was 10, she never felt love again.
And that's why ain't nobody made no
confirmation about nothing.
That's from his own daughter.
So
Reef can't say 50 years old is still young. Reef, you're absolutely right. 50 years old is young.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just stating how he was trying to portray, put women in a category, put yourself in a category. Cause like, hey, he was over 50 years old. He ain't no prize. He ain't fresh out. He ain't fresh out the womb. He ain't no,
He was out there buying high value cooch.
Thank you.
Harry is on the same page with me. This family is not trying to leave a paper trail. That's why they didn't take that $50,000 for GoFundMe. As of right now, they don't have to prove anything, whether he's alive or dead, because they ain't did anything. They didn't announce him dead. We don't even know if they received a body or anything at all, period. But nevertheless, as of right now, they don't have to have no paper trail, be no part of anything at all. The memorial they attended was some YouTube thing that was held by Dennis. And he's a lawyer, and he has Dominican ties. He was about to move to the Dominican Republic as soon as his boys turned 18, but he met the love of his life in a Kevin chat on Facebook. And so that instead of going to the Dominican where you won't live like you do in America, he brought her over here.
Okay.
He's also
So
invested
you
in
meet
a
him over
coffee.
there already? He's thinking his daddy. You can meet him over there?
He's also invested in a coffee shop. How do they usually transfer drugs back and forth across America? They use coffee. I'm not saying he's doing that. I'm just saying this is all possibly alleged. Alleged.
Okay, and another question that aroused too. Why ain't nobody saying nothing about his daddy? Is his daddy still living?
This dude looked like he fell out of the air from space, an alien or something, and it's very difficult to track anything. Like I said, his daughter is telling you that Kevin Samuel's mother died when she was 10. That was her grandma. Is she lying too?
I doubt it.
She shot that video long before this ever happened.
So during the meantime, could this be Melanie King's mom?
Well, no, it's not Melanie King's mom. It's just, as of right now, as far as I'm concerned, some lady. The daughter stated, we'll be back on in a couple of hours with the daughter's video. The daughter stated that her grandma, which is Kevin Samuel's mom, died, D-I-E-D or D-D-D-D-D-D-D, when she was 10 years old. And from 10 years old, since grandma died, she has never felt love since grandma died.
Yeah, so why hasn't anybody besides her came on and confirmed this?
She didn't confirm he was dead.
Is his father, if he's still living, or one of his brothers?
I was just about to say he got brothers from his dad's side. Why they not coming forward? I don't care if y'all didn't get along, y'all did not speak or whatever. If you have been told that your brother has been deceased, you don't have to have ties to him. You still gonna find out if this Negro dead or not.
Yeah, another reason why
I'm sorry, when people die, that's the biggest thing. So you mean tell me they're just gonna let this lawyer and whoever else just have all his assets that they don't want anything? Sorry.
I want to know who got the $300,000 Lamborghini. Mark Cruz says another reason why Vivica's mad is because Kevin says that women over 50 should donate their coochie to the Salvation Army. Until this day, those hit the wall. 304s are triggered.
I'm sorry. I'm over 50, and I ain't donating my coochie to nothing because my coochie still works just fine.
Okay, Pam, we'll take your word for it.
Shoot, he don't speak for everybody.
Exactly. He up there popping Viagra and Red Bull.
Okay, so he couldn't get hands up.
Exactly. But nobody's still explaining how did he address Vivica Fox 2 weeks after he's supposed to be dead.
One of his last statements that he said was that if you're over 38 and you haven't married or something like that, that you're no good and disposable. To me, he was a shock jock. And, you know, I hope this is teaching folks a lesson about the karma that you put out, the negativity that you put out in the world, that when karma comes knocking at your door, she might not be so kind. So, you know, the fact that he killed over real quick.
Who gives a shit what you give, Vivica Fox? You can't keep a man. One of your biggest regrets is you never had a kid. You never turned out a plus sign. See, I got a problem with women like you. Thinking that you talk as though You're someone to be appeased. Shut up, Vivica Fox. I'm about tired of seeing your twisted up mouth everywhere. Every time you come on camera, your face is twisted up. We get it. You're a smart, sassy, strong black woman. Do you have another gear? Do you have another character? You've been playing the same character for the last 30 years. We get it. 50 Cent, and Curtis Jackson responded and said, man, my ex-lover still want me. 17 years ago, we was together for 4 months, and she's still mad. Ma Badoom Doom must be better than I thought. Kudos to you, 50 Cent, for smiling through it. I mean, have you guys looked at the way Vivica looks these days? Every time you see her, it looks like she done sucked on a bag of lemons. Now, I remember back in the 90s when Vivica was hot. Fine. But Vivica, but so many women like Vivica A. Fox fall into a broadcast where I said, women have already met their guy, and they blew it. I mean, think about when you see Fox Soul, Vivica Fox, Claudia Johnson, and y'all feeling me, and Lisa Ray. Don't y'all see a bunch of old women and be like, y'all are 40 and 50 years old. Y'all should have been somebody's grandma by now. Almost somebody's grandma.
Reef K says, it's a shortage of good black men. The only solution, Reef is giving a solution now, is polygyny. My God. I don't know if he meant polygamy, but he put polygyny. Some women might have to share a man, might have to take care of 2 or 3 wives. He said a man might have to take care of 2 or 3 wives to help fill the gaps. That's what Reef K is saying. He's going to start the African apostleship. Apostleship in Africa don't mean what it does here with the church. It means these guys who have like 17, 18, 20 wives. That's what an apostle is in South Africa. Reef K! Let's hear it for Reef K! I don't hear nothing from Reef K. I'm reading what he said right down the screen. Y'all see it. I'm just gonna be quiet, Michelle. Listen, that's Reef K.
Well,
Okay,
first of all, that's illegal over here in the United States. That's an
Okay. I'm just shocked.
It's not if you do it in a religious sense. It's not illegal.
They can do it. I ain't doing it. I'm just still wondering why all of a sudden on the same day you got 2 Kevin Samuels, one being brought to one hospital and the other one that where he was supposed to go. The police officer was brought to Grady. Why after there was a cover up? Something that's going on. Is this man dead or he over there in the Dominican Republic waiting for his friend Dennis and his woman to come over there?
I think he over there waiting for them to come over there. And like he emailed me and tell his mom that he really is fine. And I think he's over there waiting for them. And he had to finish up whatever he's doing. But I think he took the time to answer Vivica Fox. Supreme Aura says he's right about Vivica Fox, though. Oh, I can't take this.
Well, that's everybody else's opinion, but you can't get mad because, like I said, people live in their truth because your whole persona is a lie. I remember the video of his daughter also saying that that wasn't his first spell of falling out or passing out and stuff. So, like I said, he wasn't no prize himself.
Audio Crack Reef K says that kind of stuff can get you put 6 feet under. He said he just saying. Reef K said he can afford it. Okay, my panel just went quiet. Okay, that's Reef. The Audio Crack talking. It's not me.
Well, we're not here to be talking about all that. We're here to be talking about the circumstances of Kevin Samuels' situation, whether he's dead or alive. We're waiting on a death certificate, and we're waiting on some evidence to prove, because if he's not dead,
then that he has committed a crime.
Don't
And I
forget to
believe,
hit the like button, and please don't forget to support the Cash App. Well, at this point in time, unless I can actually physically see a body, I wouldn't believe it. The young girl stated her grandmother died. Okay, so now we got a woman claiming she's Kevin Samuel's mother who's not making any appearance. Now I know why they're not saying anything. These people do not want to be liable for whatever's going on. As of right now, they're not liable for nothing.
and it doesn't make any sense.
And how many people are cashing in on this man supposedly death?
Exactly. And who signed off on not to do a full autopsy?
Only
Who gave
family
that
can do
okay?
that.
Exactly.
Only family can do that.
So we need to go back and do some research, find out where his father is. Is he alive or dead? And public records, like I say, why is showing something death certificate in? We should be able to pull that up.
I'm getting on the phone with the Fulton County Coroner's Office right now, and I'm going to ask them to explain why he didn't have a full cavity search, who they turned the body over to, and hopefully we're going to bring that to you guys later on this afternoon. Will you guys please kind of hit that Cash App, make sure we have 226 likes. We've had almost 270 people. We should have 270 likes. I don't think he's dead or something's wrong.
I'm
I know
beginning to
that.
believe it too. Something not smelling right. Somebody is definitely covering up something.
You never know who he angered. He could have got to the wrong person and was fooling around with a woman, somebody of ways and means. Does Artasia have a woman?
Oh man.
Or exactly what I'm talking about. Something's wrong here.
Or like y'all said, that's very good observation too. It was two Kevin Samuels.
Exactly.
So his Kevin is his middle initial L. What is it? Samuel?
Kevin's middle initial, the one we're talking about is R. Roshan. Kevin Roshan Samuels.
And what was the other one? The
I need to go into the paperwork. It's too far back to find it. But it's Officer Kevin Samuels. Okay, Reeves say, why y'all being so quiet about polygamy? He's believing that a black man needs to take on 2 or 3 wives. He said the panel is being too quiet.
Well, I don't agree with that, but to each his own. But that's just me. I have no comment on that.
If
that's what makes you happy, if that's what some people agree to, then that's them. I can only account for what I believe in, and no, that's not for me.
Okay, Michelle says no, Reef K. Pam, talk to Reef K about polygamy, having more than one wife at the same time.
No way. So somebody ain't gonna be happy. Somebody gonna want to beat the hell out of somebody.
Sorry, I can't take it.
Look at me, go ahead on. Somebody ain't gonna be happy. Somebody gonna say, "Oh, he ain't going to your bed tonight. He coming in mine." And then if he don't come, whoever bed he go into, somebody gonna get their head bashed.
Woo! Okay,
Women,
so we know that.
That's the old age.
That's fine. I'll just get me a healthy life insurance. So.
Oh my God.
If he ain't gonna be able to keep all that up too long.
Some Red Bull and Viagra.
They say no, Reef K. Crown Reef say, my mother used to tell me only ugly women respond to ugly situations. Wow. And we'll make sure they make the other person look ugly. Woo, that's heavy. Ugly women respond to ugly situations and make sure the other person looks ugly. Okay, Goddess says, I'm confused about the website. He got cremated the day after his death. Okay, that's not been confirmed, okay? Family ain't confirmed that. That's anybody, you can go type that in there too. I can go to the same website and type in he didn't get cremated, that he's buried at a cemetery in Oklahoma, and you'd be reading that next. Anybody can do it. Yeah, that's a possibility too. Look at El Hombre, Negro. He says he could be in prison.
Hmm.
Lee Hall said that's what he said before he got blocked last time. Lee Hall, here you go. Here's the link. Come on up. Nobody's gonna block you. Touch the link. It's up under you right now. Okay? There it is there, right up under you. Just go down there, touch that link, and come on on. Nobody's gonna block you. Lee Hall, link under you. Click the link. Lee, we're waiting for you. Lee Hall, Lee Hall, Lee Hall, Lee Hall. Waiting for you, Lee Hall. Click the link.
And believe it or not, I'm literally on Google looking for this officer, this other police officer, Kevin Samuel, and all they showing is just the offer. All they showing is just this Kevin Samuel.
Champion gamer. Truth could be in jail. Could be.
And that's kind of strange too, because they would have a procession.
Uh-huh. Especially for police officers.
Right.
They
It
may
would
have a
be in the paper. I mean, we
they
have
may,
to look at the paper.
they may have a procession. Remember, he just died, and usually a Negro's funeral takes about 2 weeks for all that stuff to take place. But then
Wait,
gather
this is what I'm just reading. I just found something. They said the police officer Kevin Samuel is not dead. Just the love guru Kevin Samuel is dead.
Okay, well that means they watching the show. Then how did I know about it? Save the link. Send the link to my email. Do not get rid of that link. How did I know about it? I don't live it. I'm not with the police officer. How do I know about it? It
Wow.
proves so he switched places. He switched places temporarily for the real Kevin Samuels, and they tell us the real Kevin. Please, that just proves my point. Okay, Tracy King, you have to authenticate yourself. Okay, Tracy, authenticate yourself. You have to authenticate it, Tracy. There's something else you got to push in order to get on here to YouTube, Tracy. Trying to get you on, but you got to authenticate yourself. In other words, your avatar has to show, Tracy. Your avatar is not showing, so YouTube won't let me post it. You got the last name King. You must be related to Melanie, so you know how to work this.
Wow. And this officer that they said they're supposed to be there, he's Jamaican.
He's what?
He's Jamaican.
Come back, Tracy King. Come back.
He's
Come
from
back.
Jamaica.
Grief King said, I don't want to take you off the topic. We can open up the discussion about this another day. Definitely, Reed, we can have a polygamist conversation. Personally, I don't believe in polygamy. I ain't sharing mine with nobody. Something bad gonna happen. Nope. I want to be exclusive. I want her to be exclusive. So I'm totally against it personally. That's just where I stand. But I'm open to hear how everybody else feels about it. But I know I'm not sharing. All right, Neil. Okay. We got two Michelles. Michelle, you there?
Yes, I had clicked off.
Okay, so don't put it on.
Hello?
Okay.
Yeah, put one of them off.
Okay.
What you trying to do, Michelle?
Some problem on my phone.
Michelle probably trying to get Reef K. I don't want to take you off to Reef K. Michelle gonna get a policy on you. She said, boy, can open up the discussion about this another day. Definitely, we will read. No problem at all about polygamy. Right now, the next show, we're going to open up and listen to Kevin Samuel's daughter tell us that her grandmother, Kevin Samuel's mother, is dead. D-E-A-D, or like I like to spell it, D-D-D-D-D, dead. That's how I spell it. Okay, we have Tracy King. Tracy King, welcome to the show. You're on the show, Tracy King.
Hello.
Hey. All right.
Hello.
Okay, the floor is all yours. Tell her how you feel.
I don't know what. Okay.
Tracy, if you were trying to go to the camera, what you did was you just disappeared. Come back, Tracy. You passed the paper bag test. Kevin ain't gonna get you. What was that all about? Okay, Lady London says she looking too, Pam. Or he looking, I don't know. Laddie London, I don't know. I don't know who's a man, who's a woman, so don't get mad. It's hard to tell these days.
Yeah, I just sent you the thing on Instagram chat. Well, they definitely telling you.
It don't make a difference. How did I find out about the officer? Okay,
exactly.
Just think at it, man. I found out about the officer. I don't care what anybody say. The fact of the matter is, I don't hire police officers. I don't live in Georgia, but it was given to me by. Exactly.
I hope he pops up now or the next live later on this evening.
We have to you want Kevin to pop up?
Yes.
Okay, Kevin, if you're out there listening, we're speaking with kinetic energy. We need you to pop up on that next live because your daughter's gonna be saying some pretty horrible things about you. How you always been mean and cruel. How you slammed her up against the back. We got Dion King. I apologize. I thought I was about to watch a video, not be on myself. Well, we played the video. Come on anyway. Don't make a difference. She didn't see the video. Let's play the video again. Let's go through all three of these little videos. Okay, video one, we're going to play you what one person thinks of Kevin.
That nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay.
I wonder who that man he kissing is. The next video is this one.
It's time to put that shit on clearance. If you at 40, it's time to put that shit at the outlet. If you at 50, Salvation Army. If you're over 35, it's time to put that shit on clearance. If you at 40, it's time to put that shit at the outlet. If you at 50, Salvation Army.
And this is what Vivica Fox had to say about Kevin a couple of days after he died.
One of his last statements that he said was that if you're over 38 and you haven't married or something like that, that you're no good and disposable. To me, he was a shock jock. And, you know, I hope this is teaching folks a lesson about the karma that you put out, the negativity that you put out in the world, that when karma comes knocking at your door, she might not be so kind. So, you know, the fact that he killed over real quick.
Who gives a shit what you give, Vivica Fox? You can't keep a man. One of your biggest regrets is you never had a kid. You never turned out a plus sign. See, I got a problem with women like you, thinking that you talk as though you're someone to be appeased. Shut up, Vivica Fox. I'm about tired of seeing your twisted up mouth everywhere. Every time you come on camera, your face is twisted up. We get it. You're a smart, sassy, strong black woman. Do you have another gear? Do you have another character? You've been playing the same character for the last 30 years. We get it. 50 Cent, and Curtis Jackson responded and said, man, my ex-lover still want me. 17 years ago, we was together for 4 months, and she's still mad. My Badoom Doom must be better than I thought. Kudos to you, 50 Cent, for smiling through it. I mean, have you guys looked at the way Vivica looks these days? Every time you see her, it look like she done sucked on a bag of lemons. Now, I remember back in the 90s when Vivica was hot. Fine. But Vivica, but so many women like Vivica A. Fox fall into a broadcast where I said, women have already met their guy and they blew it. I mean, think about when you see Fox Soul, Vivica Fox, Claudia Johnson, and y'all feeling me, and Lisa Ray. Don't y'all see a bunch of old women and be like, y'all are 40 and 50 years old. Y'all should have been somebody's grandma by now. Almost somebody's grandma.
Who taught you, please? Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to? So much so that you don't want to be around each other. No, before you come asking Mr. Muhammad, does he teach hate? You should ask yourself, who taught you to hate being what God gave you? We teach you to love the hair that God gave you. Here you way out in the middle of the ocean, can't swim, and you worried about someone that's in the bathtub and can't swim. We don't steal, we don't gamble, we don't lie, and we don't cheat. And that also deprives the government of revenue, because you can't get into a whiskey bottle without getting past the government seal. You can't open a deck of cards without getting past the government seal. There's a white man makes the whiskey and then puts you in jail for getting drunk. He sells you the cards and the dice and puts you in jail when he catches you using them. So he's against us because we fix it where he can't catch you anymore. We take the dice out of your hands and the cards out of your hands and the whiskey out of your head. The most disrespected person in America is the black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the black woman. The most neglected person in America is the black woman. And as Muslims, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us to respect our women and to protect our women. And the only time a Muslim really gets real violent is when someone goes to molest his woman. We will kill you for our woman. I'm making it plain, yes. We will kill you for our woman. We believe that if the white man will do whatever is necessary to see that his woman gets respect and protection, then you and I will never be recognized as men until we stand up like men and place the same penalty over the head of anyone who puts his filthy hands out to put in the direction of our women.